This man casually glanced down from his window. He never expected to see a murder scene right below him. With trembling hands, he grabbed his phone to call the police. But just then, his wife turned on the living room light. Realizing he was about to be exposed, the man rushed over and switched it off. What he didn't know was that the killer had already noticed him. Not wanting his family to worry and be scared, the man didn't tell his wife what he had seen. After his wife went back to the bedroom, he carefully crawled back to the balcony to see if the killer had left. He never expected to come face to face with the killer. Seeing that he'd been exposed, the man quickly grabbed his phone to call the police. The problem was, his phone battery had somehow fallen out. Even worse, he realized the killer was counting the floors and then started walking toward his apartment building. Sensing trouble, the man hurried to lock all the doors. Then he pressed his ear against the door, listening for the killer's footsteps. But strangely, as time passed minute by minute, the killer never showed up. Was he just overthinking it? So he worked up the courage to open the door and check. Then the next second, it was all just a dream. Because he'd been waiting so long, he had fallen asleep without realizing it. The man got up and walked to the living room, but didn't dare take another step toward the balcony. It was now 4 a.m. He figured the killer probably hadn't spotted him, or he would have come looking by now. After thinking for a moment, the man decided it was better to avoid trouble. He gave up on the idea of calling the police. But in reality, the killer never left. He even found the girl was still breathing and brutally stabbed her several more times. Soon it was morning. The man saw many police officers had arrived downstairs. Convinced the killer hadn't seen him and not wanting to get into trouble, he didn't tell the police he was a witness. But when he stood where the killer had been last night and looked up at his own apartment, a strong sense of unease suddenly came over him. Because he felt the killer must have seen him after all, and indeed that was the case. The killer had already quietly set his sights on him,